management for RSA NetWitness Suite.
And it's rsa.com. We put a /en.us
Sure.
to get you to your specific site, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys do?
So RSA as a whole is the only company that brings together identity solutions, risk and compliance, security monitoring, and fraud monitoring, ultimately to help companies protect both their brand and their customers.
Now, make sure you keep your mic here because I don't want to miss a word of this. It's going to be good info for sure, all right? Who are your customers? What kind of space do you work in?
So our target customer is really pretty much any enterprise in the world. We sell, of course, and help protect companies all over the world, but it is definitely focused on both enterprise and large enterprise.
Excellent. Well, I was a customer of your.
Oh, really?
Yes, working in 6 countries around the globe. So thank you for keeping my data and identity safe all those years.
That's what we do.
Thank you. So I'd be curious to know in terms of the threat landscape. Obviously a company of your size with massive research capability.
Right.
What are you seeing in terms of the global threat landscape?
Right. So from a threat landscape, and the fundamental problem that we see companies struggling with every day is the threat landscape, both the sophistication, the techniques that they leverage, but the volume of attacks that they experience every day continues to increase. It increases at a far higher rate than their staff and their budget. And this is where RSA, an RSA NetWitness Suite, is really tackling that problem head on. We're focused on enabling their technical teams with the right tools, the right technology, so they can find the adversary, find the attack in a timely manner, and ultimately respond and mitigate those threats before they can have business impact.
Fantastic.
Now, how long did you use them for?
Over 7 years.
Wow.
Yes. So in terms of the core assets of an organization, we've had many interesting discussions over the course of, over 90 interviews now?
I know, it's a lot.
Most of which you've led. I wanted to speak about the core assets. So we spoke about whether it's important to keep the bad guys out, but
Sure.
The reality is they get in.
They're going to get
in, right? And if it takes, hopefully, take less than 200 days to detect that. Where does RSA come in? Can you detect some bad guys before the 200 days, and how do you do so?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's really key and a primary focus of RSA NetWitness Suite. We're the only SIM that combines both a broad capability to bring in logs from the entire environment, plus a market-leading network forensics and packet capture capability, and an EDR, an endpoint detection and response capability, all into a single solution. This provides their security teams with the most comprehensive visibility in the market, which enables them to find very advanced attacks. We're not relying on signatures. We're reliant on and taking advantage of the broad visibility and a variety of analytics including machine learning to be able to find these very advanced behaviors that are associated with new and emerging attacks. Ultimately, that enables companies to find these attacks within seconds. And so while many companies are struggling in finding after the fact that they've been compromised, we're very zeroed in and focused on helping companies find, based on these behaviors, enabling them to find these attacks so they can take action within seconds.
Excellent.
What's you're global, right?
We are global.
But you sound like giant enterprises want to use you. Probably not.
Not just giant, though.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
How low down can you go? A mid-business, or, who would use you?
Yeah, so I'll be honest. When we think about the broader market that RSA competes in, it is pretty much any business can leverage our portfolio.
Oh, good. Okay, because sometimes it's cost prohibitive to a small and mid-sized business, and I worry about those because they're the most vulnerable.
Sure.
Because they don't have an IT department, they don't have anything, and if I'm a hacker, forget Fox.com, too complicated. But the plumbing company over here, who runs cash back and forth to the bank every day, and I can find out what's going on. I can hit them,
Yeah, and from a product and technology perspective, there's lots of options we offer our customers. First and foremost, I think every company needs help. It's not just the small, it's not the big. I think they all need help to be able to find these advanced attacks. What we find and what we've partnered with is we partner with a number of companies, MSSPs that can take advantage of our technology, especially those that may not have the security expertise in-house. And so this is where we deliver and partner with other companies to be able to help enable them to take advantage of our technology to find these advanced attacks. So there's a breadth of capabilities that RSA both natively has, but also through our partnerships can offer customers.
For those of you watching who don't know what an MSSP is, could you please describe that?
Yeah, absolutely. So many companies will rely on a managed security service. So this is a company that will take technology like RSA NetWitness Suite, combine it with their people, with their experts, to ultimately deliver a 24/7 service to that company. So it really brings together people, process, and technology from a company like RSA together as a single solution, so they can provide that service rather than relying on internal people.
What distinguishes you from other companies? You did say you're the only one that does A, B, and C.
Right.
What's some other delineators there?
Yeah. No, it really comes down to really, I think, three key things. First, from that visibility, we have the broadest visibility in our SIM in the market. We combine that with a breadth of analytics that range from network-based analytics, endpoint, and again, a more advanced behavioral-based analytics to be able to surface up and find the attacks. And then finally, we present that back to the analyst in a highly optimized and efficient manner, so they can take advantage of that and ultimately take action on the findings and the alerts that we generate for them in a very rapid manner.
What keeps Brian Dunphy awake at night? What do you worry about?
So the threat's always changing, and our customer needs, and the impact that attacks could cause companies out there continue to increase. And so we're constantly focused on how do we evolve and how do we continue to invest back into our product to help protect companies all over the world.
Brian Dunphy, RSA.com. Thanks for coming on SecurityGuideTV.com live from Black Hat 2017.
Thank you.
I feel
Thanks
good.
for having me.
We have good
Appreciate
people
it.
protecting us.
Thank
I
you,
feel good
Brian.
about
Thank
it. Thanks, my friend.